Here we go. Starting Thunderous. That's cool. All right, we're against Lickitung. This is an XY deck. Pretty interesting. I want to get more cards with Cynthia. Wow, nice. That's cool. That's cool. Thunderous Gale. Are we going to donk real quickly? Do they have another Pokey? Did they just draw? Oh, yep, they did. Okay. Okay. It's Licky Licky. All right. They're going to get another Pokey, so we're not going to donk them. Or they don't get another Pokey? Are we gonna donk? They get energy. That'd be really unfair if I just donk right now. That sucks. Well played. Sad. What a sad way to have a tournament go. I'm sorry for my opponent. That sucks for them. It's probably the fastest speed run though. We're at 2 minutes and 43 seconds. So now we just wait. So yeah, the closest thing we have now is theme deck tournaments. All right, looks like we're about to play. I will put this away. Here we go. I'm ready. All right, we won this coin flip. We're going to go first. Not a great hand. They're playing Zacian. Interesting. I don't know if the Zacian's that great. The Zazamenta has guard pre. Zamazen. I don't know how it's called. The shield one. The shield dog. Okay. Ooh, bad hand. Let's draw Dragonite. Not Dragonite. Baby Dragonite. Let's buy Dragon. Not Dragonair. Dratini. Let's draw Dratini. Hopefully we draw Dratini. I am hopeful. How are we going to do this? Okay. So they got Great Ball. Can they rush me down? Can they kill me in one hit? Tackle. Slash. No. 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 Okay. I think we're safe. They don't have an electric type. this, check this. Okay, chat, I need help. One of my Pokemon is gonna die. Do I give up Thundurus? Do I give up Pidgeotto? Or do I give up Dratini? I have to give up Dratini. It's literally my only choice. Unless I Gust for 30. Because then I'm only going to draw one. I can retreat. I don't do enough damage. Okay, I have to Gust. Because I have to set this up for a KO from this. So it looks like I'm going to have to sacrifice 2 Pokemon if I even want to take this out. Let's draw Pokemon. No. I have to sacrifice the Dratini too. That's sad. Yeah, we kind of have to sacrifice everything here. And then we just have to hope that when they come back with the Galarian Berserker that they draw bad. Ooh. Alright, Raging Thunder. So now it's all about this coin flip with this Galarian Berserker. Because they do 80 damage for each heads. So we can survive 1 heads, but if they hit 2 heads, then this is it for us. We opened rough. Yeah, Lil Ulipe, I think you were right. I should have sacrificed the Dratini first because I would have gotten 1 extra turn of draw. Oh, okay, it failed. Yes, that's so good. Maybe we'll draw a basic? No, we still don't draw basic. But we can still do Raging Thunder. And can they... What are the chances they KO us with this Zacian? If they have Metal Saucer, they can. No, they don't. All right. Fan club. You and you. And our luck is turning around. How does 3 coins fail? When we're very lucky. When somehow the karmic balance of the universe goes, all right, we understand that you drew really bad at the beginning, but we're not going to let these coin flips win for you. Okay, that's great. Wow, I feel blessed. That was divine intervention. There was no skill was used there on my part. That was pure luck from going very unlucky to... Alright, I made it back safely. I think the Zamazenta deck is better. I agree. The Zamazenta deck, like, the attack guard press really flips things in your favor. A lot of the times with theme decks, like, most Pokemon can usually do, like, early in the game 120 damage. So being able to use guard press, put pressure on them, and then also buff yourself is really good. Wait, you won? How? I went to the bathroom. I was sure you'd lose. It was all luck. It was, they had Galarian Berserker. They would have KO'd me if they flipped 2 heads, but they flipped 3 tails. So we survived another turn. We drew into 2 benched. We KO'd the Berserker. Then they didn't have a response. So we KO'd the next Pokemon. And then after that, they were out of energy. So they just gave up. So that's kind of what happened. But that was mostly like me starting out with terrible luck and then just randomly getting lucky. So sometimes, like, that's Pokemon. Like, sometimes you have games where, like, skill is whatever. Here we go. So we still made it to the finals. We're still losing time on our speed run. I feel like what the speed run should be is it's not like how fast you can win 1 tournament. It's how fast you can win 3 tournaments in a row. And then if you lose one of the tournaments, you have to start the whole speed run over. So I think if I do win this, so if I lose, then I earn nothing. The 2 packs that I get will go to you guys. If I do win, then the speedrun timer stays going, and I have to start a whole nother tournament right away. And that's what we're trying to count to with the speedrun, is how fast can I win 3 tournaments in a row, I think. That's at least the plan. And I only have enough tickets to do 2 more, so... is that Zoroark you showed us going to survive the rotation? It's not in rotation at all. The Zoroark went out of rotation last year. So the Zoroark is expanded only. That's kind of why I was like, I was prefacing it with like, it's not the most standard dark deck or whatever. Like Zoroark, when it was standard legal, it was like as popular as Zacian is now. Like Zoroark was the like gold standard of like overpowered, just overpowered card. But it rotated out, like last August. So it's been out of rotation for a year. It is still legal in the expanded format. And that's why the decks I was showing you, the like Dark Fairy deck and the Zoroark deck, those are all in expanded, because you can't use Zoroark in standard. I'm sorry if I wasn't clear on that. All right, I finished my energy drink. I feel energized. Maybe once it hits like 5 p.m. or something, I might drink a beer next. I don't know. That's sad. If that Zoroark survived, it would be overkill with Eternatus. Okay, honestly, expanded format Eternatus scares me because there are, like, in standard format, like, we know Eternatus is going to be good because, like, you're going to have Crobat, you're going to have Zigzagoon, you're going to have Absol, you're just going to be able to fill it up. But expanded format Eternatus is going to be, like, a whole nother beast, a whole nother, like, demon, right? Like, And not only do they have Zoroark, but they have Darkrai. They have all the versions of Darkrai. They have Darkrai GX, Darkrai EX, both Darkrai EX. Just like a lot of choices. I think like people are scared of what's it called? Standard format Eternatus. They are not ready for expanded format Eternatus. The solution to Eternatus is play fighting types. Because as big as Eternatus VMAX is, one measly little fighting type will get rid of it quickly. And fighting types also hit Pikarom for weakness, which is cool. And of course, like... okay. We're going to just attach. You can use Skyfield. Yes, you can use Skyfield. I don't think... I actually don't think you would want to use Skyfield in Expanded Eternatus. The reason is that Skyfield gives your opponent a big bench and you a big bench. And because the ability will just give you a big bench, it kind of like... I think it's more advantageous to just focus on the ability, because that way you get the advantage of the large bench, but your opponent doesn't. You know what I mean? Because Skyfield just kind of gives your opponent more choices for free. Eternatus is going to be my new favorite deck in Arius? Yeah. Me too. Like, I haven't decided. Usually I kind of will choose what I'm going to play, like, once the stuff is announced. Eternatus, I haven't decided. I haven't decided if, like, Eternatus will be the deck I play and the only thing I use, or if it will just be my, like, nemesis and I will only play decks designed to beat Eternatus. I haven't made that decision yet, but it's going to be one or the other, because Eternatus looks overpowered. It looks so good. I won't be able to buy the new set right in August. Yeah, I try never to buy cards like when they are first released, because that's always when they're the most expensive. And especially like something with Eternatus, there's just going to be so much hype. And like for the first like 3 weeks, the cards are going to be so expensive and everyone's going to be going crazy and just be like, this is the best deck ever made, da 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 da. But like, oh, I don't have the... But like after a while, the prices will go down a little bit, and I don't know. You'll be able to trade stuff. If you have Pikarom now, everyone is like right now. Everyone thinks that Pikarom is going to die when rotation happens. I don't think it will. I think it will still survive with Boltund. So like Pikarom will go down in value. It'll be easy to get, and then it'll go back up in value. Like you'll be able to trade stuff. Yeah. I also saw a YouTube video where they said Japan's loving Salamence. Salamence, I think Salamence is definitely worth looking out for. There's a lot of interesting stuff with Salamence. Okay. Here. Can we afford to sacrifice Pidgeotto? I don't think we can. We need to sacrifice Pidgey. Oh, you just bought 3 pre-release kits from Rebel Clash and 270 energies? That's a lot of energies. That's so many energies. Okay, we're gonna send up. What does this do? That's so powerful. Okay, we have to draw Dragonite. Dragonite? Look at that. All you have to do is wish something into existence, and so it will appear. Hurricane Charge is OP. And then we will use Raging Thunder and put the damage there. Great. I only paid 2 cents for each, so I wasn't worried. It's a fair deal. I hope you got every type there. I hope they didn't like rip you off and send you like everything except Metal Energy. I think I do want to switch here. Because I think it is smarter to spread damage. Because this is already big. So, yeah. That just kind of brings the Snorlax in range of being knocked out from the Lantern. Because normally doing 150, we would need to use the Dragonite, but by spreading the damage, this can now easily be KO'd by this. So we're just kind of trying to eliminate their options. Yeah, when I was a kid, I played. I didn't play Pokemon as much when I was a kid. I had a little bit of Pokemon, but like I didn't really have access to the cards. But I played Yu-Gi-Oh all the time, and I would like collect as many Yu-Gi-Oh cards as possible. But it was a pretty sad day in I think it was like 4th grade where I discovered that, or like I had a friend that told me that all of my Yu-Gi-Oh cards were fake. And like I thought I was getting like real cards, but I mean I was living in El Salvador at the time, and there's a lot of like I don't know, it's just like what, like you guys probably know how to, like when you're not in the United States, like it's much more common that you just find fake cards. And yeah, so my entire deck of Yu-Gi-Oh cards, they were all fake. So what should I play here? I think I want this. And then I'll find this for next turn. It's not like they're going to Marnie me. And I could retreat into that. Yeah, I think that's smart. Retreat. Lightning Strike. That was excellent. Yeah. It's also true that like when you're a kid, like you don't care that much about like the actual game. Like as long as the Pokemon looks pretty, like it doesn't matter. Only this year I bought original Yu-Gi-Oh cards. I built budget deck 3 shot. Yeah, right now in Yu-Gi-Oh, like the 3 shadow decks, like the deck you make out of the 3 shadow structure decks, that's like the move. Here, wait, how am I going to retreat this? Let's draw first. I have a few friends that still play Yu-Gi-Oh, and the thing that brought them back into the game was like, because I remember playing Shadows back when they first came out, and that was very like, at the time it was still like a very like new and expensive deck or whatever, but like that was also before Link Monsters and before all of like the crazy stuff. And like at least for getting into the game right now, because Yu-Gi-Oh can also just be insanely expensive, like so expensive. The building the Shadow deck is probably the best way to get stuff like cheaply. Yeah, I don't play Yu-Gi-Oh nowadays, but at college there are two guys who have cards, so I bought some cards to play with them. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, I wish there were people at my college that played Yu-Gi-Oh, but when I got there, I had like played Yu-Gi-Oh for a bit, and like there was like a group of people that played Magic the Gathering like every week. But I just never got into Magic as much. I had like one Magic deck. I played a couple of times, but um, I don't know why. Just me personally, like I always had kind of less fun with Magic than I did with Pokemon or Yu-Gi-Oh. Um, all right, so let's take this last prize. So we attach there, then we use Hurricane Charge. Then we retreat, send that up. We will say, well played to our opponent, and use Lightning Strike. Is Yu-Gi-Oh kind of like this? Because I might give it a try. No. Like my honest opinion is okay. So we won. So we have to leave event and we have to join another one very quick. Soaring Storm join because we're still in the speed run. All right. So here's my opinion on Yu-Gi-Oh. I started playing Yu-Gi-Oh in like 2012, or maybe before that, maybe like 2011, and I played for like I played for about 4 years. I played until I still played when Pendulums came out. At the time I quit, the best deck in the format was Necros. So that was probably around like 2015 sort of time. Yu-Gi-Oh! Yu-Gi-Oh is way more unbalanced. You don't have, yeah, that's right. Like Yu-Gi-Oh is the shifts in the meta are like crazy, insane, don't make any sense. Every card that comes out is like much more powerful than anything before it, and like yeah, that's kind of true of all card games. There's inherent power creep just because like they want to sell the cards, so they're going to make the new stuff slightly better. In Pokemon, that kind of appears in like more obvious ways, but like in things that smaller ways. So for example, now in Pokemon, it's very common that you have something with 300 HP, and then an attack will do 180 damage, right? Whereas a couple years ago in Pokemon, that was like unheard of, right? So the numbers in Pokemon keep getting slightly higher, but ultimately it doesn't change the game too much. The like fundamentals of Pokemon like stay the same. The only difference is that like a Sceptile in 2005 in Pokemon maybe had 110 HP, and then a Rillaboom in the current year 2020 has like 180 HP. So like the numbers just slightly go up in Pokemon. But in Yu-Gi-Oh, there's no standard or expanded format. In Yu-Gi-Oh, there's pretty much just one format, and then they have a long ban list. So they kind of just release stuff that is crazy overpowered and just insane. And then in a couple months, they just ban random stuff and release more stuff. So it's just so overwhelming and inconsistent. It's hard to like kind of keep up. I want to play 2 Soul Banners for Ash Blossom. I can't find any in Brazil. Yeah, like, it's like, all right, so they quit to start off with. I think they just opened bad. That's good luck for us. Now we wait for more time. Yu-Gi-Oh! The thing that I liked about it was kind of the like unknown information aspect of it. In Pokemon, like you can see everything that's on the board, and like maybe next turn your opponent might switch one of your Pokemon, use the boss's orders, or maybe shuffle things out of your hand, like with Marnie. But for the most part, like everything that you think you can do, you can. You're never in a situation where like you attack and then they flip a trap card and it kills your Pokemon. But in Yu-Gi-Oh, you always had to like be careful around traps, and there's a whole like element of hidden information, which I think was very fun. But that kind of went away as power creep got better. Like now trap cards are almost entirely irrelevant, and instead people are playing like hand traps, like Ash Blossom and stuff. Um, it's like uh, it's like so you don't know if what is in your hand, if the combos are going to resolve, because your opponent might have something in their hand that they can just play right away that will just stop whatever you're doing. And I think it was kind of more fun when like you had trap cards where like you could see they had three options. So maybe you could bait the first two and then the third one was a bluff and then you could win, right? But because all of the like negators are in the hand, like Ash Blossom and I forget what they're called, but like it's like Effect Veiler Maxi, like all the hand traps, like those cards. It just kind of shifts the game in a weird way. And then I did not like Link monsters at all. I think that Links not only sped the game up way too much to where you had to play Links, but they inadvertently, in changing the actual system of how the game works, stopped every deck. Every deck that was Xyz or Synchro or Fusion or anything. There's just so many summoning mechanics. Cards have crazy text, like after playing Pokemon for a while, going back and reading a Yu-Gi-Oh card is like a pain, and it kind of hurts your brain a little bit, because like the text of a Yu-Gi-Oh card will say this Pokemon cannot be normal summoned or set. This Pokemon can only be summoned under the condition in which a card is sent from the field to the grave. When it's in the grave, it can be banished to summon this Pokemon from your deck. If this Pokemon's in your hand, as a quick effect, you can discard it to summon it. And it's like each card does 7 things, and like it's overwhelming and it's annoying. And I kind of like the simplicity of Pokemon, and I think it's much easier. I will say I think Pokemon is like an easier game, just in the sense that like the cards do what they say they're going to do. Like this attack does 20 damage and it has like this one effect, right? And you don't have a lot of, this card can be banished from the grave in conjunction with something else to special summon something of the archetype from the deck, right? And just the fact that like the price is so high in Yu-Gi-Oh, and then stuff gets banned like crazy. Like I might spend $100 for one little piece of cardboard, and then in 5 months it gets banned. Like Pokemon, things are going to get banned when they do. Like, so we know that everything that rotating out is anything that is before team up is going to rotate out. So like we have time in advance to like, excuse me, to prepare for that, right? Whereas Yu-Gi-Oh, you can spend hundreds of dollars and then your cards are worthless, right? Which I think is stupid. And like Pokemon, some stuff can get expensive. Like Dedenne can be a lot of money, which like $30 for one card is a lot, but that's still like one card that is like a high price. Whereas Yu-Gi-Oh, every card is $30, and then some cards are $100. It's like way too much. 100 for one card, I'm out. Agreed. Then you make link monsters, pendulums, and hand traps. Yeah, all that stuff. It's a mess. I used to love Yu-Gi-Oh, but I think the power creep just got out of control, and not having a rotation is a mess. All right, look, somebody here, their name is Diego Costa. I hope that Diego wins so that we can play against each other. That'd be cool. There's also a big problem in Yu-Gi-Oh! That kind of ruins the game. Goddamn, Konami doesn't have any other game style other than stand. Exactly, yeah. Like, there is technically unlimited form. Not unlimited, what's it called? There's like advanced and the thing where every banned card is at 1. I forget what that format is called. But nobody plays it because it's so like alternate format, it just means there's no banned cards, which means that every deck can first turn kill. Like, there's so many FTKs in Yu-Gi-Oh! Like, so many combos are crazy. Like, I think Yu-Gi-Oh! Could really benefit from a rotation. And back when I played Yu-Gi-Oh!, I disagreed. I thought that Pokemon and Magic were stupid for having rotations. Like, I wanted to play whatever I wanted to play. But I think at the time I also didn't understand how devastating a ban list can be. And especially when the ban list is just random, you know? When, like, a new thing comes out, it's broken, you buy it, you spend hundreds of dollars on cards, and then they're banned, you know? Like, yeah, Yu-Gi-Oh! Is too much. Pokemon is simple, it's cheap, it's fun. That's all you can ask for. And even in its simplicity, there's a lot to think about in a Pokemon game. Like, it's not like you're playing well, I was gonna say checkers, but there is a lot of skill in checkers. It's not like you're playing like, I don't know. I can't think of a game. It's not like you're playing Cadoo, right? Like, there is a lot of skill in Pokemon, and there's, for me at least, I love the deck building element. I love being able to think 4 turns in the future. And kind of that's kind of where the edge comes from. Whereas Yu-Gi-Oh! It's much harder to think 4 turns in the future, you know, because there's much more just random information that you don't know, and anything can be negated at any time, you know? I think Pokemon is, here, if you allow me to make this comparison, I know the comparison is not perfect, but Pokemon is more like chess, and Yu-Gi-Oh! Is more like poker, in that Yu-Gi-Oh! Has much more of an element of bluffing, and it's like, do they have it, do they not? You have to kind of read more, whereas Pokemon, almost all of the information is available on the board, and you just have to make the right moves and the right trades at the right time. Not that Pokemon is exactly like chess, in that there's much more random information in Pokemon. You can have bad hands, you can, like, certain things can be prized, like, there's a lot of crazy stuff, but, like, I personally prefer games like chess over games like poker, because I prefer it when all of the information is available and it's about making the best play, and it's less about, I guess, gambling on whether or not they have an Ash Blossom in their hand, you know? I will only buy Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards for free, for fun, and buy cheap decks. Smart. Pokemon's nostalgic. I don't know anything about Yu-Gi-Oh! Simply defeated the Grandpa in the pilot. There's a rare blue dragon card. No, that's all you need to know about Yu-Gi-Oh! Origami, love the deck, but the cards aren't reprinted. Way too hard to find. I don't know that archetype. Aromagi? Aromagi. Ooh. Aromage. Yeah, these look cool. The thing I will say is that the art in the, like, newer Yu-Gi-Oh! By newer, I mean things printed after, like, 2014. The art is beautiful. Like, these are really cool. They're, like, anime magic, like, warrior mages, and yeah. Yu-Gi-Oh! Has some great art. And I also like how the art takes up more of the card. Like with Pokemon, if you just look at any random Pokemon card, like, more than 50% of the card is, like, this bottom bit with, like, the attacks and whatever, and then the actual art is, like, in a small section. Whereas I like how Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards, the art actually takes up way more of the card, and it's, like, centered, even though the text is, like, crazy. I do think Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards, like, physically, like, look prettier. I think they look prettier than Magic cards. Like, in terms of collecting, like, I just love the way Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards look. All right, we're almost an hour into our speed run. Our speed run of winning 3 tournaments in a row. Do you guys have a favorite Yu-Gi-Oh card? My favorite Yu-Gi-Oh card is give me a sec. Let me look through my Yu-Gi-Oh cards right here. I can't think of a favorite off the top of my head, but I have a lot that I like. I really like the Agent Archetype, but that maybe wasn't my favorite for the art so much as it was my favorite for yeah. Let's see. Okay, I loved this card, Cyber Valley. I liked it more for its effect than for its actual like art, because it just looks like small Cyber Dragon. But like this card's effect is crazy. But here's what I mean by the effects are wild. So look at how small the text on this card is. And also just for comparison, like the Yu-Gi-Oh cards themselves are very small. Like so here just for comparison, here's the size of a Pokemon card versus the size of a Yu-Gi-Oh card. Like they're significantly smaller. And they kind of fit in your hand a bit easier. Like I kind of like how small they are, but the text on this is tiny, right? And I'll just read the text on this. You can use one of these effects. When this card is targeted for an attack by opponent's monster, you can banish this card, draw 1 card, and then end the battle phase. You can target one face-up monster you control and this card, banish both that and the target and this card, then draw 2 cards. You can target 1 card in your graveyard, banish this card, and 1 card from your hand, then place the target on top of the deck. So, like, yeah, that's what Cyber Valley does. And then there's also like so many odd rulings in Yu-Gi-Oh! Like a Pokemon cards are gonna do exactly what they say. If the card says do this, then you do it, right? Like it's not that hard. With Yu-Gi-Oh! There's differences between if and when statements, and like semicolons are like when chains are started. So like things can miss the timing. Like if somebody says if this happens, do this, right? Then as soon as it happens, a new chain is started, and then the action carries out. Whereas if it says when this happened, do this, if an if statement interrupts the when statement, then the when statement just misses the timing. So there's so many rulings like that that almost don't really make sense in Yu-Gi-Oh! Whereas in Pokemon, the cards will do what it says on the card. Like if you want to know how a card works, you just read it, right? Whereas Yu-Gi-Oh, you have to read it and then go and read the Wikipedia to understand it. You know what I mean? Like Yu-Gi-Oh can be wild. Here, I want to see if I can find some of my favorite art on a Yu-Gi-Oh card. I always liked Thunder King. Thunder King is cool. It's pretty like generic for Yu-Gi-Oh, but like in terms of just like, ooh, I love Chaos Sorcerer. I love Chaos Sorcerer a lot. Chaos Sorcerer I thought was so cool. Fistweller. Ooh, I loved Constellar Pleiades. I love the Constellars. All right, we're going to start. I'll put the Yu-Gi-Oh away. Oh, you know what I loved? I loved these, like, dragon dinosaur things. Evilzar Dolka and Evilzar Lagia. This was, like, my favorite deck. It was called Dino Rabbit. Oh, I spilled the cards again. I loved Dino Rabbit. That was probably one of my favorite decks. Yeah. Dolka, Lagia, these are my favorite Yu-Gi-Oh cards. The 2 dragon dinosaurs. They're both so cool. And I love their effects. Oh, no. We're running out of time. Oh, I'm wasting my speed run time. No! Yeah, so this one reads, This is built by 2 level 4 dinosaur monsters. During either player's turn, when a monster effect activates, you can detach 1 XYZ material from this card, negate the activation, and if you do, destroy that monster. We're done here. And then this one is, during either player's turn, when a monster would be normal or special summoned or a spell trap card is activated, you can detach 2 XYZ materials from this card, negate the summon or activation, and if you do, destroy that card. Evilzar, Dolka, and Evilzar Logia are my favorites. I actually like all of the evils. There's Evil Lights, Evil Zor, and Evil Zar. And those were probably some of my favorite archetypes. Even though I played the Dino Rabbit competitively, I liked Evils more because they were just more fun. And they looked like Digimon to me, and I love Digimon. Yeah. All right. Time to focus. Excuse me. Okay. Time to get real. We need you, and we need you. And should I draw, or should I load this up? I would rather attack early, so I'm not going to draw with collect. Favorite card is Aromaseraphie Rosemary. That's cool. I think I want a Cynthia. Ooh, that was a bad Cynthia. Okay. So we get KO'd now, but we can Pokey Fan Club for the Tornadus so that we can do the damage. I'm skipping all the text? Yeah. To appreciate Yu-Gi-Oh, you need to maybe not read the cards. It's a quick way to diss Yu-Gi-Oh. All right, so we need this, and do you want that? What do we want? I want another Pidgey. And I'm gonna put the energy there, and I'll use Thunder's Gale. Okay, not terrible. We're against the Zacian deck again. I believe, is this the 3rd round or is this the 2nd round? I don't know. I think that I lost count. Maybe I can make like splits on this speedrun timer, and then like for each game, I can like do it. 2nd. Thank you. Yeah, so I guess the other person named Diego did not win. Okay, so they're setting up Tranquil. They're not going to be able to KO this, and then we hit back for weakness. They take out Pidgey. What are they hitting? Dratini would be smart. Okay, we have Switch, so we're fine. Damn! I've never used this card. We're gonna play rock, paper, scissors. What should we do? Let me know, chat. Rock, paper, scissors. Come on. Rock, paper, scissors. I'm running out of time, chat. Please. I'm just gonna pick one. If I, it's probably the stream delay. There's a delay between the chat and the thing. Let me know. I need to know rock, paper, scissors before it picks one for me. All right, we're running out of time. It's messing up the speed run. Ah! Scissors? Scissors? Okay, scissors. What did they pick? Does it tell us? It doesn't say. Does that mean they lose? It doesn't make sense. I don't understand how this rock, paper, scissors thing even works. Wow, I don't know if that was... Okay. I thought it would say, like, you won or something. See, like, they could maybe do 120 with Smashing Edge if they have, like, the Metal Saucer, but the fact that we just Revenge KO them means nothing. Like, if they were playing the Zazamenta, then they would not be in the same situation, right? So we evolve. We put Lightning. We draw. I think we want Cynthia, right? Yeah. We play Cynthia. Oh, nice. Okay. Then we Pokecom. Put this back for Pidgeotto. We're going to draw again. Dragonite. Cool. That's pretty nice. I think we're pretty good against this Zacian deck. It's a card chaotic. I've heard of it. I have never played it. I've never seen the anime. Or I don't think I've even like physically actually seen the cards. But I am familiar what it is. The art style I think is very clear in my head. Like it has a very distinct art style. So I am aware of what it is. Oh, I should have played the Chin Chow before I did that. So we're gonna draw. Take that. And then we're gonna draw. Take that. We can Hurricane Charge onto you. And then retreat there. And use Thunderous Tornado. Optimal plays. After learning how to play, I really wanted to play IRL. Yeah, it seems cool. Is there like a online way to play Chaotic? Okay, I think I'm overkilling right now because forgetting that this is a speed run. So, oh no. I should probably just take the prize and stop drawing. There's one, but the servers are closed. Yeah, that sucks. All right, we're in the finals. We're against Volleybally. Begins in 10 seconds. Here we go. They're playing this one. The water deck. So as long as we can get the early setup and deal with the Empoleon, we're going to be okay. That's going to be our biggest threat, is this Empoleon. This hand doesn't look amazing. But we're doing what we can with what we have. Yeah, I want to know if the cartoon's good. Bringing the game back would be cool. It's good. That's cool. Bad hand. But it looks like they have a bad hand too. They don't have the Piplup yet. I hope they don't play Piplup. Draw energy. There's Piplup. That's our threat. That's the worst Pokemon ever. I'm scared. Okay. Draw. All right, there we go. There's that. And then this is going to become, this has to become that. As much as I want to build a Dragonite as quickly as possible, we need to draw. I would rather have Thunderous right now than Dragonite. So next turn we attach the energy, we use Tate and Liza, hope we get Tornadus, and then start taking prizes. Beware of the monkey too. Yeah, this can be big. I'd rather draw. Okay. Yeah, attach return and end. So we have to sacrifice another Pidgey. Yeah, that's cool that all the episodes are on YouTube. I'll have to check it out. They go to another world called Chaotic where they can scan monsters, magic, and places, battle, becoming monsters themselves. That's cool. I'm down for that. Love monsters, anime, all of it. Should I draw or should I... I feel like I need to Cynthia here because I need to get Pokemon on my bench. All right, so we're still behind a prize. We're going to Pokemon Fan Club. I forget how the Empoleon thing works, but I'm pretty sure that they have a way around needing energy. I'm not 100%, but I think that's what it is. So I don't want this to become snipeable, so I need to put the damage. Oh, yeah, I just don't put any damage there. So we're catching up in prizes. This Kyogre is going to try and hit us. They're going to put the energy onto Piplup. Stage 1 needs 3 energy for Sniper. Okay, yeah. This is unfortunately not going to do it. I think I Thunderous Gale here. Because I don't want to put too much energy there. They don't have the stage 1 yet. And I don't think this deck has rare candy either. Okay, yeah, I want to retreat and spread damage. At this rate, if we keep 1-for-1ing, we will win, but I don't think they have... They don't have KO yet. Oh, what are they switching? Oh, no. We will switch. We will energize. We will draw. We will use Raging Thunder. There. Alright, so even if they have a snipe, we have game next turn. I can breathe now. We're an hour and 18 into our speed run. This is our second obstacle completed. Hopefully, we have to jump right back into another tourney. Nothing hopeful about that. Time to leave event. Join now. Soaring Storm. Are we going to be able to complete it? Here we go. We only need 3 more games. And we will have completed our speed run. Let's see. We're gonna, oops, sorry. Cool. Okay. Have you guys seen the new Decidui? Yes, I have. I like the new Decidui. I also just like Decidui as a card in general. I think so. I might not be the only person thinking about this, but I think Decidui and Salamence will go together really good. With like twin energies, triple acceleration energies, bench snipe, bench damage. This might be a little crazy, but I like Decidui and Salamence like as a team. I'm going to try and get ahead with attachment there. Maybe that was the wrong move, but maybe not. So they're playing the Raikou deck. Return is good. 90 HP on a basic is cool. Alright, kill the sheep. I will try. This sheep. Yeah, I don't know if this is the Mareep that oh no, it's not that one's a basic. I don't know what Ampharos does. Turning Point is scary. Oh no, they're doing 80. Oh, we resist Psychic! Yes! That's cool. The sheep can kill the bench? Okay. That's bad. We're just trying to draw into good Pokemon right now. Okay. Send this up. I think here we find this and this. All right. Flaffy's not taking out our bench. You have a Sniper Decidueye with Weezing deck? Is this the old Decidueye GX, or is it the new Decidueye you're talking about? Split Bomb, 2 Pokemon, 50 damage, bench or active. Yeah, I love Decidueye itself, but this new card's going to be great. Decks like Dragapult V need the Vmon to attack are going to be very bad against it. Exactly. The ability's awesome. Oh, it can kill bench. You're talking about the Decidueye, not the. I thought you were talking about the sheep. We're safe. We're okay. It's not the worst thing. I think I want to do damage with Raging Thunder. All right, that's nice. The old Decidueye, but not the GX. Yeah, I know the card you're talking about. I just can't exactly remember what the attacks are, but yeah, it's cool. The snipe, it definitely, it's cool. All right, so put that there. They're gonna come back and KO us with Flaffy, to which we. We'll just draw one. Okay, we have another Thunder, so we can use Thunderous Gale. Puts us ahead in prizes, and we will trade evenly. I love Weezing decks too. I wish you could play more copies of Weezing, because I want to play a deck with the Weezing with the ability that gets discarded with Roxy to spread damage, and the Weezing that takes the 2 energy to attack and do spread damage and has the ability that like puts damage on them in between turns. I want to be able to play like 4 copies of both Weezings in deck. I wish you could do that. One of its attacks can hit any Pokemon, and the other hits 80 on the active Pokemon, 80 more bench Pokemon with counters. That's so cool. That's a lot of damage. So what should we get ready to attack with? This? Yeah. This? They may even our prizes out, but we'll still do damage. It's pretty good when used wisely. The original deck used fire energies and welder, but I'm trying to make a deck with twin energies and triple energies. But I'm not getting the point. What do you mean you're not getting the point? I think the Wheezing deck, it's the twin energy is better than fire and welder. I think it's way better to have one card than to need to, like, yeah, welder lets you draw, but it's so much better to have just the one twin energy instead of requiring to have welder and two fire energies, because you're just going to draw into it more consistently. Here I need a Dragonite. Did you see that? I literally said I need a Dragonite, and then I drew it. Imagine with this kind of luck, I'm indestructible.
Gasoline and daylight.
And they give up.
How much longer on this bus line? Blowing out my ears. Really wishing you were here. Come close and get comfortable. Sorry if I put you too much. Come close and get comfortable. You stop me if I'm talking too much. It's easy to forget the time between moments. I wonder what you're doing now. Recall me for a moment. Daylight. At the wrong stop. This mistake will take me too far. Blowing out my eardrums. I wonder what
Had it in a deck with Roxy? Yeah. That's why I was saying, like, I really wish you could play 8 copies of like, I wish you could play 4 of the spread wheezing and then 4 of the Roxy wheezing and then 4 of the Roxy coughing and 4 of the other coughing. Like, if you could play 8 copies of a Pokemon, that would be so cool. Like, unfortunately, Pokemon has rules. I love Roxy. I think Roxy's awesome. Do. We're still waiting. Fun fact? I want to hear your fun fact. I love fun facts. I'm having fun. A little dumb, but it took me a while before getting coughing and wheezing's names. It was kind of an aha moment. Oh, yeah, like how, like, actual coughing and wheezing, because they're, like, gas Pokemon. I completely agree with you. I think coughing full art's amazing. Here, I'll show it off. Because I have this one in my Naganadel Checkmate deck. The first shiny you ever got was Coughing and Fire Red? That's awesome. Oh, here we go. I love this card so much. The full art Coughing. I think I have 2 of them. Oh, the tournament starts. Here we go. All right, got to put this down. We're still doing a speed run. Can't forget that. All right, put this away. Oh my goodness. Here we go. We go first. All right, we're going to start Tornadus. Okay, great. Attach and pass. We're against the Charizard deck. This is the deck we lost to last time. This is the last game. I hope that the coin flips are in our favor. There's the Charizard. Okay, looks like they're ready to go. They are not messing around. Okay, so we drew this. I think I want to draw first. And then get... Oh, I should have used Fan Club. It doesn't matter. Play this. Do I retreat? No, I don't retreat. I just attack. I think Poison type tied with Dragon in my top 3 types. I think that's cool. My favorite is Ghost, second is Poison, Dragon, third is Dark. Yeah. 3 tournament wins under 2 hours in nice time. You can do it. Thank you. I'm feeling the positive energy. And I'm going to continue believing in myself. What do we want here? Do we want another Pidgey? Do we want to outdraw them? Do we want a Chinchou? I think we want Chinchou. Okay. So that goes there. That goes there. We attach. We draw. Dragonite. Beautiful. Thunderous Tornado. All right, so then Rapidash is within damage of Tornado. Okay. It looks like we have a setup and they don't have a setup. I think he doesn't have Rapidash in deck. Why not? Oh, because the Timer Ball, he searched for Charizard, not Rapidash? You think that both Rapidashes are prized? That actually could be true. I feel like he's just going to play Rapidash out of his hand, though. He may have, like, not searched for the Rapidash because the Rapidash is already in his hand. Maybe not. It looks like he does not have Rapidash. Wow, that's brutal for him. And that also brings their HP to within Lantern's range. Yeah, Lipe, you are completely right. So here we Dragonite. And Dragonite lets us put these two here. Not there. We're going to draw. We could Cynthia here, but I think we just want to Thunderous Tornado. Also want to be mindful of our speed run time. Can't spend too much time thinking. Gotta be doing. All right. Here comes Charizard. Here we go. Pokemon Fan Club. I only felt that because I used to play only Charizard for weeks. Yeah. Charizard was the deck that I played on theme decks until I realized just exactly how good Dragonite was. On the surface, it seems like Charizard's ability is better than Dragonite's because it gets the energy from the deck. But Charizard will only charge itself up. And Nidoqueen, yes, is really good, but it's far slower than getting out one Dragonite and just loading up these one prize attackers. So this goes there. We can put this in our hand. Kind of want to charge this up. Yeah, because there's like this fairy weakness is never going to be relevant. And even with the fighting type decks, like you still have really good numbers against them. Like against Garchomp, like Dragonite beats Garchomp. And like I mean, they can maybe hit this for weakness, but this resists fighting. Like you have so many more options than you do in Charizard. I think here I want to retreat and spread. Yeah, Dragon's got no weakness. Very true. I think maybe there's a Xerneas. I might be wrong. I think there's a Xerneas deck, but I don't know for sure. Okay, here's the Rapidash. They don't have enough energy to do the agility, though. They just burned us. Ooh. Alright, so we will Thunderous Tornado, take our last prize, victory, and there's our time. 1:56:43. Almost 2 hours to win 3 theme deck tournaments in a row. That was a lot of fun.